Netflix in January of this year. CM Punk beat Seth Rollins in a matchup. Seth Rollins' Pat has not gotten over the fact that he lost to this man who is undefeated in this hallowed building of Madison Square Garden. This situation dates back all the way to 2012. Here in the WWE, the night that Seth Rollins and The Shield debuted.
And here we go!
CM Punk, we're underway now. Door will be locked, steel cage match. Rollins, Punk, our main event in front of 20,000 plus in the Garden.
The energy's palpable in here, 20,000 plus.
And again, remember the rules of a steel cage match. You win via pinfall, submission, or escape from the cage with both feet touching the floor. And Rollins and Punk now disdain and hatred for one another, taking that out in the early going of this matchup.
It's a fist fight early.
This is not going to be pretty. Far from it. Flat out brawl between these two men. Punk eliminated Rollins back at the Royal Rumble. At the Elimination Chamber, Rollins cost Punk an opportunity to main event Mania, handing the match to John Cena. And Punk hasn't forgotten.
Both these men have come out here 100 miles an hour, trying to knock each other out quick. Big bombs being thrown. Big chops in Madison Square Garden.
And Punk now goes toe-to-toe and nose-to-nose, face-to-face with Rollins. A frenzied atmosphere here inside the Mecca.
Jeez.
Guys are beating the hell out of one another.
Right in the middle of the Garden in a steel cage. Two legends.
Punk went for the kick. Rollins, and right back to the middle of the ring. Slugfest continues. We saw Freddie Roach, the Hall of Fame boxing trainer, earlier on. Got to wonder what he thinks about these two.
I don't think you're supposed to just throw haymakers at each other the entire time, but why not?
Oh, and a chop by Rollins. Stuns Punk. And one to Rollins.
Couple clap bombs in Madison Square Garden. It's like the Rangers are in here.
And now Rollins dropped to a knee right by Punk, and another one by CM Punk. And a third, and Rollins is now rocked as Punk looked to try to gain the upper hand, and Rollins delivers a right of his own. These two just want to maim each other. That's all this is about.
They certainly do. CM Punk has been staggered a little bit here. Wait a minute!
Oh, look at the GTS early on. Went for the running knee. Rollins is able to catch Punk. Seth Rollins now with a classic buckle bomb, but this time into the cage. Rollins is taking control. Pat, this has been a flat-out fight. You see referee Rod Zapata checking on CM Punk as he went into the cage off that buckle bomb by Seth Rollins. Rollins now looking to take Punk out yet again, lifting Punk up high in the air. CM Punk with welts already developing on his back and driven into the cage again and falling through the ropes to the mat. And Punk is being beaten up here by Rollins.
It's not just getting thrown off the steel, it's also getting folded up by the ropes.
Not sure if you noticed the welts that were already building on the back of CM Punk, a bruise from when he went into the cage the first time.
Metal on skin is never a good thing.
There it is, the bright red bruise on the right side of Punk's body.
CM Punk already starting to bruise a little bit here, and Seth Rollins will take advantage.
And now face first into the cage goes Punk. Rollins with just this incredible hatred of this man. And now using the cage as a weapon. Ripping the flesh of Punk against the steel. Rollins now again driving Punk into the cage. And Punk just collapsing to his knees. You had to figure, Pat, that at some point it was going to come down to this. The violence inside a cage to finally settle this thing once and for all. Rollins again, and Punk just collapses in a heap. And again, official Rod Zapata's there checking on Punk, trying to figure out if CM Punk can actually continue this matchup.
Now remember, Seth could try to win this thing, but instead just continues to beat down CM Punk.
Well, that's what it's about. It's about the fact that Punk cost Rollins an opportunity at WrestleMania, at the Rumble. Rollins returned the favor at Elimination Chamber. But this, the roots of this go back many, many years. When Punk left the WWE, Rollins stayed here. He was the workhorse champion. Had some of the great years of his career when Punk was away. And then when Punk came back and Patty was received with this hero's welcome, that just irked Rollins. Rollins was never able to get over that, especially the fact that Punk talked down this company in such a wicked way while he was away from WWE for many years. And again, just ripping the flesh in the face across the steel.
I think Seth takes a lot of pride in being a part of carrying the WWE whenever CM Punk left. So when CM Punk comes back and gets cheered more than Seth, Seth wants to beat his ass.